Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Walking with God, where we channel with divine intelligence in just miraculous, wonderful ways. And you're going to absolutely love this session. Our final session, as far as this phase and program is, that has just been amazing for us. And in fact, I want to hear from you on just what you like best on that. But today, we're going to talk about how to live with heart and also how to lead with heart. And so you're going to absolutely love this session, and we're going to actually gather up all of our dream seeds, and we're going to go up into God's garden and plant those seeds for us to all have the best life ever and for all of our dreams to come true. So with that, it's an exciting day. And again, it's our last session with our spiritual family under this scenario. We will have our master heart family, though, that will gather together, and I'll send you more details about that. But it's exciting times, and everything is just getting better and better. But let's start with all of you. And so, as you look back through this, our walk with God, that kind of take a look at where you were about 2 months ago and where you are now, and your understanding of life and the things that have happened to you within those last, about 2 months or so. And so what are some thoughts? What are some things you want to share with us? What's the goodies? Deborah, do you have your
I'll
hand?
share. Yeah. Lots of goodies, unexpected surprises on this journey the last 2 months, like just reflecting back on it with my move here to Florida and just all the changes that have taken place, in my life, all for the good, and just really rediscovering all the possibilities and everything that's available, to us that I never saw before. And it's really opened my eyes up to like a whole new life. And even when I was in Boston, visiting my family, we haven't had the best relationships in the past. It's been very rocky and lots of things, but ever since I started coaching with Dr. Hank, they've noticed an improvement with me. I've gotten people out of my life that were just negative energy. And it's changed my relationship with my family. My dad's back in the business with me. Like, he's super excited. I invited him back, and you should have seen the smile on his face when I invited him back into this. It was just so wonderful, and whatever happens from it, I expect the best, and I just know that I'm here, for them, and he even said when he saw me smiling this past weekend, he saw his father, who's my grandpa. He goes, I saw him smiling too. And he has no idea I'm channeling with like divine,
Yeah, with your grandpa,
Yeah,
his
he has
father.
no idea whatsoever, but he knows that he can see in my heart that how special he is to me. And I was the one that told my dad when I was taking care of my grandfather during his final days to come to Florida. He was living on Hallandale Beach, to come to Florida because he needed to see him. And my dad, he owned businesses and he was so busy. So he wasn't. I'm like, please. And I begged him, and he came, and he held his hand and he said goodbye, and that was it. So there's so much there. And this journey it's just so wonderful having all of you, and knowing that I'm going to see Ross, Rob, and Divya, Dua, Dr. Hank, and everybody, else that, and just knowing that I can watch you guys on YouTube whenever I want to. It's awesome. And it's just given me a whole new look to actually, drive these new behaviors into my life, and these new good feeling thoughts. And it's been amazing. So now I have a soul to prove it, who's been on this walk, with me. And I'm still moving right now. It's crazy. like they're very excited during this.
Yay. Oh, that's just great. And what I loved is that you were talking about now you understand all the possibilities. There are so many possibilities that have been waiting for all of us all of this time. And now we're open to them, that we are aware of them and knowing that it is this non-physical, our inner being, our archangels, all that walk before us, that, your grandfather, that we have this whole support system. And the amazing thing is, this is the only place that anybody, whether they understand it or not, are creating from. This is what the engine behind everything is, God and all that is, and the universe, and this beautiful loving energy. So yeah, I love all the possibilities. That's just beautiful. Thank you, Deborah. Anybody who else wants to share? Oh, yeah, do what?
Okay, everybody can see like my life completely changed. Like I feel more confident. I can talk to anybody right now without thinking or getting nervous or like, oh, how can I do it? Or that the fear inside is just gone. Like I feel different. I'm smiling every day. Before I don't like to wake up. Every morning say, but today I'm happy. Like every day is a new thing for me. Like waking up, it's a miracle. Watching my kid is a miracle. Like looking at the sky is a miracle. Being here is a miracle.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Gosh, I love that. Dua and I love this whole thought about she was kind of trapped inside her and just was unable to express her to the world. And now, just as an example, she is entertaining a doctor's office with 15 people and giving a PowerPoint presentation about this amazing solution to health. And she's buying them all lunch and everything. And it's like, you got to be kidding me. Most people in your business, they wouldn't be doing any of that stuff. They can barely talk on the phone with one person, and here you're having a big lunch with 15 of them. I mean, it really, really is amazing. And you have just been just such an inspiration to us all.
I cannot do it without your help, without Deborah. You are a big thing in for my future.
Yeah.
You made a big change. You're Dr. Hank, my family, Robin, you my idol. I still remember your first speech.
Oh my God, the way
I love your smile.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Robin actually texted me and just said, oh, that Dua, I just love her. She is just so sweet and wonderful. And, and just out of the blue, Robin, says that. And yeah, and our spiritual family see, what we've done is we've really connected our hearts here. And that's the essence of who we are, is pure love. And so we've connected and we're completely open. We share it all and realize there's nothing we have to hide or not share or whatever. We're all been through it, if you will. And now we're connected with our heart. Beautiful. Ross, are you going to say something?
Yeah, you asked what we got out of this. So for me, it was reconciling the past with the present. And sort of to let go of regrets, more or less. So,
boy,
seeing that it's very difficult to see that your mistakes brought you to where you are.
Yeah.
You sort of regret your mistakes,
wow.
But accepting them and really honoring them and enjoying them.
Yeah.
It's something else.
Yeah. It's a completely different perspective. There are no mistakes. There are no accidents. There's nothing you've done wrong. God has never said to you, hey, Ross, you did this wrong. Everything's playing out perfectly. And so, and don't get suckered into, like people say, oh, I'm only human. No. You're this divine creator, co-creator with God. And you just need to ask. And as you see the beauty in our past and our past relationships, no matter how they've been, that you start recognizing that it all brought me to this point. It all helped birth new ideas and new feelings of where I want to be. And, I want you to have this perspective that, my dear friends, my loved ones, that the fight is over. We don't need to manipulate the outside world anymore, just to manage the inside world with our own thoughts on how we want it to be. There's no need to fear anything anymore. Remember false evidence appearing real? And now we face everything and rise. We realize that fear is just that little committee, that drunken committee, trying to take us to hell. And we're not going there, we're going to heaven. There's no need to seek other people's opinion. There's no need actually to read another book. That all of your knowledge can be gathered from divine intelligence. That your guidance system of your feelings, when you feel bad, it means you're getting off your path. When you feel good, it means you're getting on your path. There's no need to worry or doubt anymore. The battle is over. You now recognize that you have all the resources, my loved ones, to live a long, happy, healthy, and wealthy life. You have God supporting you every moment of every day, guiding you, loving you. You have your inner being, that the kingdom within you, and your signal that when you have thoughts, that it creates emotions, and that signal goes within you. You have your archangel supporting you, guiding you. And some of you that I've been working with, we've actually called upon those archangels to, I want to have better communication. Cool. Let's call on Archangel Gabriel and become an angel of communication. They take care of it. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about what you're going to say or do or anything. That they got you covered. They have you covered. And then all that is supporting you, all those that have walked before us. That all the loving energies of the wanted that you want are there to give you everything you want. That's why all things are possible for us now. You have all the wanting energy and you have easy access to all of it. You just have to ask. That's it. Easy access to all of it. The fight is over. For you have all these things and they are here for you to create everything that you desire, for all of your dreams to come true. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. And we are all so blessed now to know the truth, and the truth has set us free. And do you feel that freedom? The freedom that you can think now the way you want to. You don't have to be bound by that committee anymore. That little voice that's chattering away, analyzing, comparing. The only thing you use for your conscious mind is to ask, think about what you want and why you want it. That's it. As easy as that. So what did you love best about that? Divya? You got to undo your voice. Let me see.
All right, there we go. The battle, sorry. I love the part where we said the battle is over and we got to stop fighting with ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that has helped me a lot because for me, I think I analyze things too much.
Yeah.
Without just jumping in. So I think that's the part which I love.
That's beautiful. Yeah, we can really give up all the analyzing. We can give up all the comparisons. We can give up the guilt from the past. We just give it all up. It's all the committee that has taken us, tried to take us to hell. And now we've risen above all that. And we become the witness. We become the observer of our lives. And as we observe our lives and just, oh yeah, that's what I don't want. What do I want? And we birth more of the thoughts and feelings of what we want. It literally puts the eternity into everyone and everything. It's so, so beautiful. And you know, one of the three main keys why we're here, why your soul is here, is to express and experience more freedom. Well, I'll be darned. You just became free of the committee. And now you have all these resources that you can freely, easy access to just invite them in. Woo. So let's move to living and leading with heart now. And so we're all now walking with God. And again, I don't want you to compare about that, oh, the other morning I wasn't feeling good and I wasn't walking with God. Stop all that, okay? You don't put any energy into anything you don't want. And so nobody said, gee, 100% of the time you have to be aligned with God. In fact, that's actually impossible. And the reason why is if you were just aligned with God all the time, you wouldn't have this contrast. It couldn't birth these new thoughts, this new energy, these new feelings in order to expand all that is and for you to have a brighter future. So we actually want the contrast and then to go back up and go with God and to be able to walk with God and one with God and with divine intelligence. Now, no longer does our lower self, our smaller self, our committee, our drunken monkey run the show. They're not running the show anymore, okay? Then you're running the show with God. You just ask, God, the Father does the work. So it's now time to do two things, and that is to live with heart and then to lead with heart. So this means that we are becoming, you know, what does this with heart mean? And it basically means that we're becoming more and more, we're taking off all of the judgments, we're taking all of the remorse, the past, we're taking all, even the present moment on, we're not going to value that anymore. We just value what our thoughts are. And what we're doing is we're kind of like peeling back this onion, and under this, these different layers, is this beautiful heart, because we are each pure love. We're pure source energy, if you will. We're made in the image and likeness of God. And so we're pure love. We just have all these guarded things and, you know, thoughts from the committee that prevents us from being there, but no longer does it. So coming from heart means coming from who you really are. So when we use heart, first of all, to understand that definition, it is being with God, being pure love, okay, being with divine intelligence. Being with Muhammad, with Christ, that, you know, whoever that you feel best, it's all about you and your journey, okay? And so how do we, first of all, so there's heart, and how do we live with heart? And then how do we lead with heart? And so to live with heart, that's in essence what we've been doing. So the joy shop in the morning, for you to do that joy shop in the morning. And again, sometimes we get a little bored doing it over and over again, and then just ask me for another one. I'll give you more fresh, new, you know, thoughts. And you have plenty of thoughts. You know, every week, I typically don't talk about them, but I give you thoughts. In this case, you're going to be given thoughts to lead and love with heart. And so use those thoughts. So every week you've been given thoughts and just use those. But that joy shop, this is where you start coming from heart. Living with heart is the first thing in the morning, identifying, I want to be with God. I want to be, and I'm going to actually give you, you'll be given a a wonderful recap of how I do my prayer in the morning, my joy shop in the morning, and when you and so that'll be probably in another week or so, but you'll actually see exactly on how I do my joy shop. And so it means doing the joy shop in the morning. It means breathing. Remember, breath is spirit in the Bible, and that this breath, that for me to be able to breathe deeply, and then for me to call upon my archangels. All 7 of those, that's all you need, the loving energies, to get whatever you want. You know, what is a manifestation? It's getting rid of your fear, it's health, it's communication, it's unconditional love, it's an illumined mind, it's wisdom, it's compassion. That's all you need. Okay. And so to recognize and remember that your archangels are here for you, along with those that have walked before you, that you can, whoever you feel most comfortable, but you have to call upon them. Because if you call upon somebody else's opinion, good luck. You're going to be in a lot of trouble, if you will, with somebody else's opinion, because it's their committee. So now you're asking their committee to give you guidance on your life. Are we out of our minds? We sure don't want to do that. And so that's how to live with heart, and just the importance of to ask to feel better. It literally, when you ask to feel better, it will raise you. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to figure it out. Just ask these simple things and allow the Father to do it. They have all the answers for you. So if you want to feel better, that means you want to get aligned with God. And you can ask that. I want to be at one with God. I want to raise my vibration, my point of attraction, to be at one with God, to be at one with, guess what? Where God is are all your desires, because God loves your desires, are so critical to everything. You birth these desires through the contrast of this amazing world, and they're the engine, if you will, that makes eternity. And so this is how important each one of us are in order to be able to contribute to all of humanity, to God, to everything. So you're important and you're worthy. And everything that has happened, again, brought you to this magical place for you to be able to live with heart. Now, how do I lead with heart? And so leading in heart is when you become a deliberate creator of what you want. And again, I would write that down. Leading with heart is you becoming a deliberate creator. We're all creators, okay? It's just that most of us are sitting in our pity party, not liking the contrast and talking about it, thinking about it, getting other people's opinion about it, etc. But God, once you have that contrast, God knows exactly what you want. It goes to that beautiful place, that place where once you allow that in, it will come in. You will experience it. So leading with heart is, again, when you become a deliberate creator. And so why is it to lead by creating what you want? And, some people think the world needs fixing. I'm here to fix the world. The world doesn't need fixing. It's just fine, okay? That you can't, and some people say, well, this is really being selfish then. It's just about what I want. Exactly. And we've been all brought up, don't be selfish, think about other people. Well, I can't think or feel for anybody else. However, when I'm a deliberate creator, when I lead with heart, that now I start to thrive. And when I thrive, everyone around me thrives. A great example of that is Deborah shared, she goes to a family reunion. Before, it used to be a really bummer time. And now, because she's thriving, everybody else is thriving around her. Because they see that. They see your love. They see your heart, okay? They see that you have nothing to be guarded about. You're your authentic self. And they see that you're deliberate. and you're deliberate. You pre-pave that family reunion. You pre-pave that call. You pre-pave that meeting tomorrow with 15 people in the way that you want it. And so this is how to lead with heart and to be a deliberate creator. As we become clear on what we want, and as we ask for what we want, the world will be uplifted and the world will thrive along with you. So what do? We simply need to choose heart. I choose heart. I choose to live with heart. I choose to lead with heart. And it's a matter of you simply trusting heart, trusting God. If you can trust that all you have to do is ask, and the Father will lead you, will give you thoughts, will attract people, you'll become a magnet to the people that you want. I was the other day talking to someone, and they said, yeah, I had I had 4 calls, and I asked for just wonderful, beautiful, loving, kind people. And all 4 calls were loving, beautiful, kind people. Never ever happened before. It's like, this is how powerful you are, how loving you are. That with heart, when you start calling forth what you want, and think of the other people, those other 4 people, they're so happy because you allowed them to show their heart. Because remember, everybody can be alpha to the omega. They can be angelic and with heart or not. And it all depends on you. If you're worried, if you're fearful, if you don't know there's some title, doctor, whatever, that all that makes them unangelic. You just come to them with heart because they have a heart and you connect with their hearts just like we have connected together with our hearts. So you get to choose to have these divine resources guide you now. God, your inner being, your archangels, loving energies of the universe, all those that walk behind us, you can call upon them all. And some of you have experienced, communicating with the archangels or with someone else. It's like, or a grandparent, or, it's those that have walked before us. And it's like, oh my gosh, talk about feeling good. So we get to choose to live with heart. We get to choose to lead with heart. And really, life is as simple as this. So don't ever say again, oh, this is hard. Because if you say it's hard, then by golly, it will be hard. That you get to call. So this is easy. This is simple. I just need to do is ask. And so let us now, and you're going to love this, that let's now gather up our dreams and our desires on what you want. Remember, to lead with heart and lead the world, lead your family, lead your business, to lead with heart. It's the simplest, easiest way to have your business boom, for more money to come to you, for you lead your family, for more deep, meaningful relationships, for more love. Then you get to call, you get to choose. This is your world. It's your kingdom. Look at this as your kingdom. And so how are you treating your kingdom? What are you thinking about your kingdom? How do you want your kingdom to be? You get to choose. And so all the people are great people. And remember, if somebody isn't great, that's God's beautiful way of helping us to create more energy, to create even better people. And so it's all a blessing. Everything is a blessing. It's all leading us. A no leads us to more yeses. Okay. So I'd like you to right now write down some of your dreams. And when you write down the sentence thought of that dream, just imagine it's going into a seed. Okay, and you're planting seeds. So I'd like you to think about your dreams, and I'll kind of guide you along here. One of the dreams is I want to have a long, happy, healthy, wealthy life. Ooh, these are dream seeds we're creating here. And so, yeah, I want to have a thriving business. And remember, you keep it, easy. I want to be independently wealthy. Don't even say millionaire. That there's too much stuff around that million, and million isn't even worth what it used to be before. So that, I want to be independently wealthy. Okay? I want to be happy. I want to feel good. I want deep, meaningful, loving relationships. Just flow with this and just think about these dream seeds. I want to raise my vibration to that of God and all my desires. I want to lead with heart. I want to live with heart. I want to be the observer. Just observe it. Then just ask for what I want. Love that. And I want to walk with God. I want my dream seed is, I want better feeling thoughts. If you would just be thinking those thoughts all day long, you'd be calling me for a demanifestation class. I love that thought. And so with that, and I love, and how did anybody come up with a little bit something different or something you wanted to share, or kind of an aha, like a next step, a next thought that you hadn't had, anything?
Well, I think that that this helps when the other thoughts come in. In other words, we'll never be able to avoid this. I mean, our committee is still there. The bad thoughts are always there. But when you have this, you can get rid of the bad thoughts easily. I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And so you bet this gives us the strength and the courage and to rise above. And just a thought on the committee, that remember I shared with you to bless everything. That includes the committee. See, because I'm not going to give them any more power. What we have done in the past, that we're not doing anymore, is we allowed the committee to run the show. And so I'd like you to look at the committee, because those are unwanted thoughts. It's actually contrast that helps birth what we do want. So all you need to do is monitor your thoughts, your feelings. And when you feel bad, monitor your thought on what thought am I thinking? It's a committee thought, okay, because you're feeling bad, not like God. And then ask, so what do I want? I don't want this. And what do I want? So again, instead of bad or negative thoughts, that's you give it too much of a charge. It's just the committee, and it's more contrast, just like people that I don't like or knows or whatever. That it's simply contrast that's going to birth a better future for me. That's going to build my energy, my thoughts, and give me that next thought. So I love it, Ross. And yes, it helps us to rise above the committee and give us strength, and to realize that we don't have to do the work. So when I say strength, it's like don't think this is there's no battle here. Okay, that hey, I just rise up above. I rise above and I just go to the thoughts that I want. Because remember, these thoughts, I mean, when you're thinking things about the past or what, all they are is thoughts. And you're the only one thinking them. Okay. And what other people are thinking or feeling about it, you have no idea. Even if you ask them, you still have no idea. Because, who knows? Their committees at work. And that's why I'm just going to rely on God and me. Okay. And all that is, and divine intelligence, and that it's the guidance and all that I need. So back to your dream seeds now. So yes, it's helpful to think about these beautiful, beautiful thoughts. I want you to now gather those beautiful thoughts. If you want to physically do this, but more so it'll be in your mind. But I'd like you to imagine this beautiful gold ball, a golden ball. Oh, it's the most beautiful gold. What's the best gold? Is it 18 karat? I think the 18 karat, it's 18 karat gold. It is beautiful and it's shining. And I want you to put all your seeds, all your dream seeds in that bowl. And now I want you to hold that bowl and bless that bowl and bless all those dream seeds. And now I want you to put that bowl and it'll go easily into your heart. Put that bowl in your heart. And now I want you to close your eyes and we're going to go to God's garden together. One last time as our spiritual family in this setting, that we shall go to God's garden. We shall go together. So close your eyes and breathe deeply. And then breathe out and say to yourself, relax. Remember, the meek inherit the earth. And this is how to rise above and to have all that we want. Breathe in deeply. And as you breathe in, imagine just breathing in God's breath, cleansing your mind, your feelings, your emotions, your body, and having that breath go all the way down to your feet, and then release. And release anything unwanted. And again, to breathe in deeply. And release. And be at ease. And now breathe in deeply. And ask to be at one with God. And breathe in deeply. And now give thanks for your oneness with God and all that is. Your angels have entered the room now. Breathe in deeply. And now imagine us all standing together in a circle, holding hands, at one with each other, our hearts just booming. Just look at everyone, see their heart just going out of their chest, just with this love that just is pouring all over us. And this is our love circle now. It's so sweet here, so lovely, it's so divine, divine, divine. And now we call upon our angels, our archangels and angels and all the loving energy. And they now take us and gently lift us up. And we begin to float up in the air. And we're all just smiling so brightly. Our hearts are just singing. We just love this, being in this moment of pure love with each other, with God, with all that is. And we begin flying up and we look down, and there that beautiful Mother Earth is. And it's this beautiful ball, the most beautiful, beautiful place in the whole wide universe. It's so colorful and beautiful, and we now haven't managed. We now can have from it everything that we desire. And we love that so much. And now we begin to continue to float up higher and higher. And our angels are flapping their wings and taking us so gracefully, so beautifully up into this gorgeous, gorgeous place with a golden gate at it. And the golden gate opens up, and we are delivered into this beautiful place. And it's God's garden, and oh my gosh, the birds are singing, the harps are playing. It feels so good here. It's so divine. We feel God's love upon us and with us. And oh, we give such great thanks for this. We see all the beautiful flowers. Oh, we see these beautiful trees and palm trees. And as we stand in our circle, looking at each other, smiling, our hearts beating so lovingly, so gracefully, just exuding love to each other and all that is, and to ourselves. And now we begin walking down this golden path, and it's a golden brick path, and we're just skipping along, whistling along, just loving it. The beautiful, the fresh air, you smell the fresh spring air. You feel the breeze, God's breath upon your cheeks. Oh, it's so divine. We're so free here. We're so happy here. We now have this. We know that we can always come to God's garden. We're in pure joy, pure love. And we walk down this path with all the beautiful flowers and different colors and beautiful trees. The angels we start hearing now. And we walk up to this beautiful field. And we're all sitting here, standing hand in hand. And we look onto this beautiful field. And it is God's fertile field where all dreams come true. And oh, we sink our hands into the rich soil, and it feels like nothing that we felt before. And now we reach into our heart, and we take out that beautiful golden bowl with our dream seeds in it for a long, happy, healthy, and wealthy life, for loving relationships, for more peace, for more joy, for more freedom. And we begin, each of us, with our pot of gold. And we take our dream seeds and we begin to plant it in God's fertile soil, the only soil from which our dreams can be birthed and grow into our lives. And we begin planting these seeds in this rich soil. Oh, just feels so good, and one seed after the next. And be this deliberate creator and deliberately plant that seed of abundance. Plant that seed of happiness. Plant that seed of oneness with God. Plant your dream seeds into the rich soil of the Lord. And now we have all of our seeds planted in God's fertile soil, in the field of dreams. And we now stand back at the edge of this field as we hold hands together. So happy, so in love. And now Archangel Michael flies over with his beautiful blue angel dust and begins dusting all of our seeds, having that creation happening now. And all the archangels are flying over now, one after the next. The green one, Raphael, the white one, Gabriel, Shamuel, unconditional love, and they're just flying, and we just see God there and feel the presence of God. And now we look up, and the heavens part, and there is the most gorgeous, it looks like a sun, but even greater. And now God's light is shining on us and on our dream seeds. And this guarantees now that these dreams shall now come true for you. And you just love on how this field of dreams, with the sunshine shining, God's light shining on it, the watering of the angel dust of all the archangels, and the loving energy of God Almighty is within this soil now, is germinating these seeds now, and they are growing quickly and easily. Your dreams are growing into your experience now. Breathe in, and breathe out. And again, we stand by this edge, and we have tears of joy in our eyes. We're so happy, and we're hugging each other, loving each other, and it's so beautiful. And we turn now, look one last time at our field of dreams, and we start seeing that our dreams are starting to grow already, and they're literally growing in our lives. And our angels are going out and gathering all of the components, all the people and circumstances and events. And God is giving you the thoughts and the feelings in order to create all of these dreams now in your life. And we begin to now walk down that golden path, the yellow brick road. We just love it. We're whistling and dancing and skipping, singing. So happy. Praise. Hallelujah. 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 It's just so grand. And we go through the beautiful, beautiful garden of God. And beautiful flowers, colorful flowers, the spring scent and the breeze of God's breath, and the beautiful palm trees swaying, and the harps playing, the angels singing. It's so glorious in God's garden. And now we walk through those golden gates, and our angels are there to greet us. They're so beautiful. We hold hands and go into a circle now, and we're lifted up, and we just easily begin to float down, going down. And now we start seeing Mother Earth and knowing that this is our pearl now. This is where all our dreams come true so easily and quickly now. We just love that. And we come now closer to Mother Earth. And that each one of the archangels gently places us in our chairs. Oh, we feel so good, so alive, so happy. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and on 1, we're going to open up our eyes and feel better than ever. Feel awake and alive, knowing that our dreams are coming true. And 3, we wiggle our hand, wiggle our toes. We begin to awaken to this beautiful life. And 2, we see that we are now at one with God and us, with the divine, with all that is, with our archangels. Our oneness is in 2. And now we go to 2, to 1, and from 2 to 1, and 1, and number 1, we open up our eyes and welcome this amazing life to us. 1. Woo. Hi. I feel good, do, like I knew that I would. So good, yeah. So, what did you love best about that?
Well, just the peace that I felt, love, and all is well.
Yeah, all is well. Absolutely. There we go. All is well. But beautifully stated. Exactly. All is well. And any other thoughts, comments?
Yeah, I like the possibility that you can do this anytime,
Anytime.
anytime.
Yeah. So we
Anytime
can,
you're, yeah,
and
I
no
like that.
committees there. Yeah, no committees there, that nobody bugging you, that it's just all bliss. It's blissful. And we all have the power to be able to go to our God's garden anytime we want to now. Isn't that great? And and if you need to, you have this recording too, so you can always go to God's garden, have it up for this, and then you'll be right in God's garden with all of us, because we're all there, whether we're conscious of it at the time or not. That many of you have shared with me on, like, well, I was just thinking that thought, or someone just told me about that, yeah, it's just, we're all connected. Okay. And the main thing we're connected with is our hearts. And so now we know how to live with heart and how to lead with heart. So should we do our little sing-along? We've invited divine intelligence in.
We've invited intelligence in.
Now it's time for our dreams to begin.
Now it's time for our dreams to begin.
We invoke our archangels in.
We invoke our archangels in.
For the answers and solutions to begin.
For the answers and solutions to begin.
We love all that is.
We love
all that it is.
For it guides us to more biz.
For it guides us to more biz.
We are all now walking with God.
We are all now walking with God.
We have been given the divine nod.
We have been given the divine nod.
The die has now been cast. The die has
now been cast.
For all of us to have a blast.
For all of us to have a blast.
Sound off. Walk with God.
Walk with God.
Sound off, walk with God.
Walk with God.
Sound off. 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 Walk with God.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
yes, yes, yes.
Oh, you guys, I love you so much, and it's just been amazing. And we will all the details for us to get together on a regular basis. We're going to do it on Mondays so that we just start the week off and then just glide us through the most successful weeks we've ever experienced. And next year is going to be the best year we've ever had. And I thank you all so much for walking with God with me. I sure appreciate it. And I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hank.
Dr. Hank.
Thank you, guys.